Hi there, this is the creation guide for the Bard for Baldur's Gate. It's really weird. When I was a kid, I actually played a lot of music and I would have loved to go into acting. But I never really liked the Bard when I first played Baldur's Gate 24 years ago. But now I can appreciate the Bard for the very unique role it has. It's a spellcasting tank that can also identify items very easily, and it can boost the party with both spells and its Bard song. Now, I'll admit, the Bard can be a bit tough to use, especially since they don't have the same damage capability of fighters, they don't have the magic abilities of mages, and they don't have the utility of thieves. But I do love the idea of being a rock star, so we're going to give them a try. For alignment, Bards have to be some form of neutral. For abilities, Bards have a hard limit on their charisma score, which has to be above 16. Now, I gotta say, this makes sense, but can be a bit restrictive for their other ability scores and actually doesn't impact the mechanics of the game. Bards benefit from a high dexterity for both picking pockets as well as for their armor class. Constitution is an absolute must, and I suggest that intelligence is important too, because we want to make sure we're learning and memorizing more arcane spells. I don't know the exact numbers for learning new spells, but we do want the Bard to have a decent intelligence. Wisdom isn't super important for the Bard, and strength can be useful if we're forced to go toe-to-toe. And while hitting hard can be fun, we don't actually need to have a huge amount for strength to melee. We just need to leave that for the warriors. For skills, Bards can pick pockets, which automatically goes up each level. We might take advantage of this, but we'll have to see. Bards also get the Bard song, which gives them a buff to the party. Now, I feel bad saying this, but I rarely use the Bard song. I only use it if the Bard is in the back and I don't want him doing anything, right? So like, if I don't want him shooting, if I don't want him stabbing, if I don't want him casting spells, then I'll put him in the back and he'll just sing the song, right? It's kind of weird, but I guess if you can try to get a use out of it, then feel free to give it a try. For weapon proficiencies, we could put 1 point into any weapon or any fighting style. This lets our Bard be really flexible. Now, I hold that, just like fighters, it's a good idea to choose 2 weapons that fit both melee and missile damage needs, or pick one of them that can do both, something like axes or daggers. Now, as a quick aside, Bards do get to cast arcane spells starting at level 2, but unlike the mage, they have to learn every single spell that they get from scrolls. They cast arcane spells, and they can only get up to level 7 unless you have a mod that changes this. While they don't really get the truly amazing spells from levels 8 and 9, they do get the benefit of faster spell levels. And this means that there's more images for mirror image, more skins for stone skin, and it means that they can do more damage for certain scaling spells like Skull Trap and Fireball. So Bards can tank if they can survive past level 3 or so. In fact, as a small note, some of the most dangerous fights in this game are against Bards who just hang out on their own and cast a ton of amazing spells at us. So these goons can solo against my party of goons just because they have a few more levels on us, which is really kind of scary. I'll be putting together a playthrough soon of the Bard, but until then, feel free to check out my other starter guides or my other playthroughs for Baldur's Gate. That'll be it for this video. Feel free to comment, subscribe, and tell your friends. Now, unlike that goody-goody ranger, I'm going to tell you now, fight the power. Don't drink your milk. Do all the drugs. Don't listen to your elders. Read the wrong newspapers. Scream at your politicians. Question everybody. But most importantly, play your music as loud as humanly possible. For now, take care and good luck. We're all counting on you.